Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's me, Adam, and you are watching Unlimited Options Investing. And in this video, we are talking about Wynn Resorts. What happened? I literally woke up, opened my phone, opened TradingView, scroll through, and then there it was in those red letters, negative 10%, and over here it's down over 10% on the day, down 10.85%. So lots of craziness happening in Macau with the news. With investors scared over jitters of Macau regulations and COVID-19 outbreaks and the whole shebang. So let's get into it in the video. If you haven't already, please like it and subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. Wynn slumps on fears of stricter oversight of Macau's casinos. Wynn Resort stock fell 9% Tuesday on fears the local authorities will tighten supervision of casinos operating on the peninsula. Macau, known as Asia's Las Vegas, lies off Hong Kong and is part of China. Wynn owns two properties in Macau, Wynn Palace and Wynn Macau. According to a Bloomberg report, the local authorities want government representatives to supervise casino operators and hire local ownership in gaming companies operating in the region. China has been clamping down on high-stakes betting in Macau, which takes place in convertible Hong Kong dollars. It is believed the gambling trades enable illicit outflow of currency and money laundering effects. So, again, just like we're seeing with Alibaba, Tencent, all the big tech, and JD.com in China, we see the CCP trying to take a grip of everything. And again, that's what happens with communism, is when they want something, they're gonna get it, and it just doesn't matter what the consequences are, they're gonna get it. So again, it's just a scenario where investors have to be worried about, and they are worried with the stock dropping so much, that the CCP is gonna go in there and just wreck their Macau operations. So that is a lot to digest for investors, as that does change the fundamentals of the stock, in my opinion. Now, before this news, we always knew that China was a risk when it came to Wynn, because it had the risk of Macau being in China. Now that this has come out, this is something of substance. It could lead to something bigger, or again, if it all just goes away and news is overblown like it usually is, and they get their licenses that they need to get, and it's all business as usual, then the stock's going to go right back up over 100 and then probably go back to 150 or whatever plus once travel resumes in a year or two from now. But until then, investors they don't know, because the fundamentals have changed. So it is a weird situation that people have to assess the risk and see if it fits for them or not. So it's a weird situation if you're a Wynn investor. Taking a look at the candlesticks on TradingView, and this is a stock that I have been watching for the past year or so. So I do remember last year after the March crash, it was as low as $35, which was dirt cheap. And then it recovered and traded in a range of about $70 to mainly about $91 for the better part of 2020. And then after the vaccine news came last November, it ran up from, again, those $80. It jumped up from $80 all the way up to about $95, jumping to this channel, and then jumping all the way up to about $143 back in March, and now we're trading all the way down in the $90 range. So it's been a wild roller coaster for Wynn stock over the past year and a half since the pandemic has started. So now looking in this range over here, over the last few weeks or so, Wynn was recovering after it found its lows at $87 because of the Delta variant, and it started recovering all the way up to about $105. It was finding psychological resistance on the charts. And then after today's news, it had dropped from $103 all the way down, gapping down and opening up today at $95, falling all the way down to about $89.69, and then closing at a price of about $92 or so. And what I take of note of this candlestick over here is this wick, and that we did have some buying pressure. Although it was red, I mean, ideally it would be green. If you see a gap down, it go down and then have a hammer candle of it being green. I'll actually show you a picture right now on my screen. When I finish editing, you guys will see that image right now. But this is not bad, because you do see buying pressure again, where that blue line that I had drawn from a few weeks ago, or from maybe months ago. So it did find buying pressure around that $90 mark. Now, it doesn't have to hold that price point per se, but again, that is something to take note of. Again, on huge volume. Zooming out, we haven't had volume like this since around maybe the pandemic time, or even maybe ever, really. I think volume is the highest. Yeah, the volume is the highest it has been even since the pandemic crash for one single day. So something to take note of when assessing the analytics of the stock chart. So if you are a WYNN shareholder, today you felt a lot of pain. I feel your pain, bro. I understand. I've been there before. Again, I'm wearing the red shirt. Today was a red day for me as well. But when it comes to holding the stock for the future, whether you're holding options or you're buying shares or whatever, for a long-term play, again, WYNN is a premier name, a luxury name when it comes to casinos and luxury hotels. It is, again, one of those top-notch names, Las Vegas, Macau, and Boston locations. But at the same time, this Macau news does present a short-term catalyst, and there's no telling whether it's going to resolve itself or whether it's going to go down the gutter and send the shares plummeting. If there is bad news, it will send the shares down to probably below 85 at least. And if there's good news, it is probably going to go right back to 100 and then see better days again. So again, I think it'll see better days over time eventually, but again, with the Macau news, it changes things completely and makes things really weird. So again, just depends on your risk tolerance and how you analyze this kind of news. But otherwise, that is the end of my video. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please like it and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one.